All right, this is brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Akwat that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled Playing Your Gender Role is Important. Now, I got inspired to do this video or this lesson because of this quick video that I found on social media on Facebook, where it shows these two lions right here, the male lion and the female lion. And pretty much, the male lion walks up, and then after that, the female lion acknowledges him and everything like that. And then near the end of the video, she shows affection or whatever towards him and everything like that. And you see him walking off together and everything like that. And the brother that shared this in his caption, he put order. And when you look at this video, that's exactly what you see. And that's exactly what we're going to experience and live in the kingdom. We're going to experience a life where there's going to be order. All right. It's not going to be a such thing as a woman talking back or a woman giving lip or being independent or whatever the case may be. A woman will depend on her husband. And at the end of the day, a husband, he's going to love his wives, man. OK, that's another thing, man, because, a lot of our men out here, or I can't even call them men. A lot of Jakes out here, they dog our women, left and right, man. They do whatever they want with them. They pimp them, just do them dirty, man. Get them pregnant on purpose and then leave them. And not even take care of their children. Everybody knows the story as far as Israelites go, as far as you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go, where, the wickedness and the hideousness that goes on between our people. But at the end of the day, in the kingdom, that's not going to be a thing, man. Like I said, in the kingdom of heaven, there will be order. There's not going to be anybody stepping out of line or doing things that's crazy as hell, man. All right. So let me play this video real quick. Like I said, it's only a minute so you can see what I'm talking about, man, because this is what's coming in the kingdom. All right, let's play this real quick. So as you can see, like I said, it's pretty simple, nothing too major, nothing too deep. But you could just see how, each one of them, they acknowledge each other as far as what they are, man. The female lion looks up and acknowledges like, man, hey, this is the male lion. This is the king of the jungle, the head of the jungle, man. She gets up or whatever, shows him some love and everything like that. And, the male lion, accepts that or whatever. And now you can see they about to walk off to wherever they at. And, at the end of the day, the male lion looks after his family. And that's exactly what we're going to do in the kingdom, man. Men are going to become real men again. They ain't just going to be, all kind of adultery going on, arguments going on, independence going on. It ain't going to be like that, man. We're actually going to work as a unit. OK, it ain't gonna be, like I said, it ain't gonna be women talking back. It ain't gonna be women out here being out of order, having all kind of freedom to gad abroad, even though the scriptures say you ain't, scriptures tell you a woman shouldn't be gadding abroad in the first place, but this place pushes that type of vibration. OK, it's not gonna be like that, man. When a woman looks at her husband, she's gonna acknowledge him and look at him like, yeah, this is the head of the table, man. This is the king of the palace, literally. Lords, gods, man. Okay. And then, the men, they're going to love their wives on the other side, man. We're going to work together as a unit, and we're going to be happy, man. Like the scriptures say, the Most High is going to wipe away all tears and get rid of all the sorrow. All right. And we're just going to, ride off in the sunset with a smile on our face, man. All right. So let's get some scriptures so, we can back this up. So let's start off with 1 Corinthians first. 1 Corinthians 11:2. And it says, "Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, Hamashiach, the anointed, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is the Most High, Yahweh." Read that again. "But I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is the Most High." So there's going to be an order in the kingdom, man. This is how it should be. But right now, we're living through our captivity because we went off against the commandments, statutes, and laws, as we all know. All right. And we're here to experience how it would be if the wicked was in rulership. All right. But in the kingdom of heaven, man, we're going to be in a righteous kingdom, and there's going to be an order. All right. The Most High gives Yahushua orders. Yahushua is going to give man orders, and then men are going to give women orders. We're all going to work together as a team, man. It ain't going to be no, okay, this so-and-so told me to do this, or so-and-so told me to do that, or whatever, and somebody going to buck up against what the other person said that's above them. No, it's not going to be like that, man. It's never going to be like that in the kingdom. If a man tells his woman, his children, that certain things need to be done, and this needs to be done, or whatever the case may be, that's what it's going to be. Just like we have to follow the commandments, statutes, and laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We can't come up against Yahushua and say, look, we're not finna follow what you what you told us to do. We'll be going off, man. We'll be sinning. We'll be put to death. But as we all know, none of us will be put to death in the kingdom because we're going to have those new bodies. But at the end of the day, we know not to come against our power. And that's going to be written in our inward parts, man. All right. The laws, the commandments, statutes, and laws are going to be written in our inward parts. So we're never going to go off. But at the end of the day, this right here is, let alone, shows you that there's going to be order. Okay. Verse 4, it says, "Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonoreth his head. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered, dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as if she were shaven. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of the Most High, but the woman is the glory of the man." And that's what we always say. We always be like, look, it's very important, for our women to get in order, man. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, if you go out like on a date and everything like that, man, your woman represents who you are. Okay. So if y'all go out on a date or whatever, you go to Outback Steakhouse or whatever the case may be, you got yourself all together and everything like that. You look nice. You ready to sit down and eat or whatever. And then she come in looking like Keisha. She come in looking like Shanae or something like that. Or, you know how the majority of our black women are. It's not even black women either. A lot of our women from the other nations, the other tribes, they're the same way as well. They're loud, ghetto as hell, don't know how to act or whatever. As soon as you come in, with that type of woman and people realize what type of woman she is, the people going to be looking at that man. Like, hey, man, control your woman. That's a thing. Everybody heard that before. Control your woman, man. But in this society, you can't tell your woman, hey, man, calm down, quiet down, dress like this, dress like that. She going to feel like you telling her, making her a quote unquote slave. You making her submissive. You giving her orders that she has to obey. She going to feel like she's under you. And that's a problem. And as we just read, the man is supposed to be over the woman, so you can't even give advice to women in this society right now. If you tell a woman like, look, you got to change your ways. You got to change your behavior. They'll come at you, man. All right. So at the end of the day, when that woman comes in that restaurant with you and she acts like that, man, she's not representing you, man. She's not presenting the glory of who you really are. All right? Because it's going to bring confusion. It's going to be like, how you got one person that got themselves together, but then you got somebody else that doesn't, and it's vice versa. All right. Because, you might have certain women or whatever that's understanding with how they're supposed to live and everything like that. Then they might be with a nigga, and it is what it is, man. And so that's why, in the kingdom of heaven, man, it's not going to be like this, man. Like I said, everybody's going to be thinking on one accord, man. We're going to be well above a well-oiled machine in the kingdom, man. Everything always going to go correct. All right. Verse 8, it says, for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of the Most High. So at the end of the day, the woman was created for the man. All right. So one thing you got to understand when you come into this truth is the woman's supposed to be a helpmeet, man. All right. They're supposed to be a helpmeet. And one of the things that a lot of our women don't understand is, when we say certain things and we want those certain things to go, they have to obey that, man. You just do. You just do. There's no talking back, man. There's no saying, no, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. No, you're supposed to listen to your husband, man. You are here for us. We are not here for you. And at the end of the day, like the scriptures say, we're supposed to love our wives and everything like that. We're supposed to take care of them, protect them, do what we're supposed to do, man. Carry ourselves as men. But as we just read right here, the woman was made for us, man. So at the end of the day, if the help that we have is not listening to what we say, that's going to bring chaos, man. That's just like when you go to work and you the manager and you looking for the correct candidates to be to hire in the right positions and everything like that, right? And you feel like a certain person is has all the requirements, all the qualifications and everything like that. You hire them and you already know what to do. You've been working at this job for the past 10, 20 years. And then, you got somebody new coming in or whatever. And then you tell them like, man, do this like this, do this like that, and you'll be all right. And then they come at you and be like, no, I feel like if you do it like this, do it like that, we'll be in a better position. That's going to piss you off, man. That's going to bring confusion. That's going to bring all kind of chaos in the store or wherever you're working at, man. You're going to be like, how you going to tell me what it is, man? You my help. Understand? So at the end of the day, this is why, the order is going to come back in the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. Let's get Ephesians. Let's get Ephesians 5:22. And it says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife. Here it is again, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahushua, so let wives be to their own husbands in everything. See? In everything. And then here it is. Husbands, love your wives, even as... Salakia, 1 second. Yeah, it's a whole flood going on over here. Raining heavy over here. Salakia for that. Let's start it again. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 22. It says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Yahushua is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is subject unto Yahushua, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, even as Yahushua also loved the church and gave himself for it. Okay. So at the end of the day, one of the things that Elder Malcolm, he always say, he always talk about, he always get on the women, man. That's his lot, Most High put the spirit on him to speak about those things, as he does a very good job at explaining and bringing out certain scenarios. And so he always say, you know, a lot of women, you know, they ride on the cock carousel. But then he was like, you know, at the same time, he brings the balance in and he tells people, it ain't, you know, it ain't just the women, it's you men out there that's allowing them to do this. Because at the end of the day, a lot of our men out here is getting up with these women, and certain women might not want to be riding on it. All right. But then, you know, they give a certain dude a chance or whatever. And like I said, the dude will do something bogus to the woman, you know, just like it's a lot of Jakes out here and be like, damn, she thick as hell, this and that, woo woo. And then after that, you know, he'll get with her, whatever, get her pregnant on purpose. Because Jake like to say that shit, man. They like to be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get her pregnant so I can always get back with her. And the only reason they say that is for sex, man. That's all what get back with her means. They be like, yeah, you know, as long as she got my baby, I'm always gonna be able to. Salakia, 1 second. Power going off and everything over here. But you know, he always gonna be able to say that you know, he can go back and you know, get with her, man, just for that certain reason. So at the end of the day, you know, a lot of our, you know, men out here, they're out of order as well. That's why it says right here, you know, husbands, they supposed to love their wives. So at the end of the day, in the kingdom, that's going to happen, man. Okay. It ain't going to be none of this, you know, a wickedness going on. This adultery that's happening. Let's read verse 26. And it says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word, that he might present it to himself a glorious church, not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing, but that should be holy and without blemish. So ought men to love their wives as their own bodies. He that loveth his wife loveth himself. See? For no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourisheth and cherisheth it, even as the Lord the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined to his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. So at the end of the day, like I keep saying, you know, I want to sound like a broken record, but you know, once you get with once you get with that woman, and once that woman gets with that man, you all supposed to be a unit, supposed to be a team, man. All right. And like I said, that's one of the things that a lot of our people have to understand. You have a role that you got to play. Certain people going to be under other people. That's just how it is, man. Even, you know, when you think about the elect, you know, you're going to have, of course, King David. He's going to be the king of Israel. He's not going to be the king, because we already know Yahushua is the king. He is the Lord, man. You know, but at the end of the day, you're going to have Yahushua. Then you're going to have King David. Then you got 144,000. Then you're going to have the men, that the elect men that made it below them. Then you're going to have the 2/3 come back. So there's even going to be order even within the men. So if there's going to be order even within the men, you got to always think to yourself, there's definitely going to be an order when it comes to the Most High, Yahushua, man and woman. That's just how it is, man. And so once everybody realizes that, then hey, everybody be all good, man. All right. Hold on. Let's read verse 33. It says, nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife, even as himself, and the wife see that she reverence her husband. Let's look up that word reverence real quick. Look up the word reverence. As soon as the keyboard want to pop up, they don't want to let me type it in. Let me try it again. All right. It says reverence. It says a feeling or attitude of deep respect, tinged with awe, veneration. The outward manifestation of this feeling, a gesture indicative of deep respect, an obeisance, bow, or curtsy, the state of being revered or treated with respect, tinged with awe, a title used in addressing or mentioning a member of the clergy, usually preceded by your or his, to regard or treat with reverence, venerate. So at the end of the day, this is what the Most High is telling, you know, certain women, well, not certain women, all women, to do with their husbands. He's telling them to give their husbands a deep respect. You know, you're supposed to look at them and be like, you know what, this is the man of the house. This is not, you know, I'm in no position so, to get out of line and say something that's gonna get me in trouble, man, or that's gonna cause some type of attitude or chaos within the household. You're supposed to give him that deep respect. That's why in the scriptures, uh, uh, where it says that Sarah, she called Abraham Lord, because that type of behavior is coming back, man. It's not going to be how it is right now, man. It's not going to be like that, talking on the phone all loud, arguing through text messages and everything like that. It ain't going to be like that, man. It's just going to be complete order. That's what it's going to be, man. All right. So let's get Genesis 3:16, because this is exactly what the Lord told you all to do. It says Genesis 3:16, and it says, until the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. See? So this is another thing where, you're going to have to reverence your husband. It says right here, your desire should be towards your husband, and he shall rule over thee. That's a strong word, man. Rule. Not just be like, not just acknowledge that he's the man of the house. No, he's going to make sure everything goes according to the way that he wants it to go, man. And it is what it is. And that's what a lot of people got to understand, man. All right, let's jump to Titus 2:3. This is Titus 2:3, chapter 2, verse 3. And it says, the aged women likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. So when you go against your husband, you blaspheming the word of the Most High, because the Most High told you to act like this, man. The Most High told you to carry this type of behavior, because it's the righteous behavior. A lot of people don't want to understand that, man. They just want to live according to what they think is correct. Everybody needs to be equal. Look where society has gotten with that type of manner, man, with that type of behavior. Man, the world is fucked up right now. Excuse my language. It's all out of whack, man. It's all out of whack. Look at Dwayne Wade. He's talking about, look, my woman is the head of the house. I follow everything that she does. Now look at their so-called son. He's part of the letter community now, man. And Dwayne Wade, you already know, he part of the letter of the letter community and everything like that. He's not openly about it, of course, because in a public eye, he's married to Gabrielle Union. But you already know, behind the closed doors, behind the scenes, he got to do some unseemly things to get that status, to get the status of where he's at right now, man. All right. And a lot of people, nowadays, man, like I said, there's just no order within the house. All of the fathers are gone out of the house. Women are raising men. And now you see a lot of them have became unseemly, or a lot of them are weak within the spirit and everything like that, man, because they wasn't raised by a man. All right. So at the end of the day, this is a thing that's breaking up and destroying our nation, man. This is why, the Most High got to come back. Yahweh Shai got to come back and hit the reset button, man, and he will. All right. But at the end of the day, like it says right here, let's read verse 5 again. It says, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their husbands, that the word of the Most High be not blasphemed. So you got to think about that. You got to think about your actions, man. If you realize you're in a certain position where you realize you're about to come against your husband, you got that fear of the Most High to kick in. Because if you get ready to get out of line, you feel like you get ready to get out of line, that fear of the Most High should kick in, be like, hold on, let me stop. Because the Most High might put a spirit upon me to make me do something that I'm gonna regret if I don't humble down real quick. All right. So it is what it is, man. And like I said, then when it comes to the men, a lot of a lot of jakes, when they come into the truth or whatever, they hear this as far as, oh shit, we got to rule over our women. Cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, they need to shut up and this and that or whatever. No, man, you don't just get into situations and then, Jake could go all out, man. As soon as he learned the truth and everything like that, he'll go home, tell his girlfriend this or his woman that. or whatever, be like, man, I ain't gotta listen to you and this and that. He'll go, like, he'll do too much. He'll do too much, man. They don't want to work within certain situations and everything like that. You never know. Certain women that these jakes might be with, they might have a spirit on them, so they might understand this truth. Just like that's why certain scriptures that say the unbelieving woman can be saved by the believing man, or the unbelieving man can be saved by the believing woman. Okay, if you realize you in a situation where that person is doing good by you and everything like that, and they not coming against you while you up in this truth and everything like that, they letting you live, they letting you study, they letting you do what you supposed to do. Hey man, you work with those people and see where it goes, man. All right, because at the end of the day, they could be saved through you. Okay, and if the Most High allows it, that He could put the Spirit upon both of y'all to be in the truth. You never know, man. So at the end of the day, man, it's always a balance. It's always a thing where you got to think logically with what you're doing, man. All right, because if you don't, like I said, you just gonna rush into situations that you don't want to be in, man. You're gonna cause a lot of anger to come upon you, and you don't want that, man. All right. Let's get Proverbs 28:1, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. And I just want to get this scripture right here because, got this whole lesson from the lion video. So this is Proverbs chapter 28, verse 1. It says, the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. And one thing that makes Israelites bold, especially, the ones that's in this truth and they teaching the correct doctrine. We stand bold in front of our enemies, man, and we stand bold for what we believe in. The men of the Lord, they go out there and they push this word, they do what they're supposed to do, and they stand bold as a lion. You can use this for the women as well, man. You all supposed to be standing bold for the Most High, for Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? You're not going out there in the highways and the byways and teaching, of course, because you're not supposed to do that. But within your daily lives, you're supposed to live by the commandments, statutes, and laws to your best abilities. And you're not supposed to care what anybody else thinks. Okay? Because, when it comes to women, man, a lot of it's very easy for them, to, fall back a little bit, man. Because, certain women walk up, be like, why you wearing that? We supposed to be going out doing this, or why you starting to act like this? Why you treating him well, or why you treating him like this, or whatever? You make yourself a slave for him, or you being submissive and this and that, or whatever, and everything like that. And this is where you come in. You stand bold for your part of the truth, man. You let the other women know. You be like, no, this is how I'm supposed to act, man. This is how I'm supposed to do it. And I best believe, you keep doing that, guess who's going to be single? Or guess who's going to be with a man of the Lord? Or who's going to be in the better position? The woman that feared the Lord, man, and follow his ways. The other ones, they still going to be single. They still going to be riding that car carousel. They still going to be getting into breakups. Still going to be arguing. Still going to be depressed, or whatever the case may be, man. Because they don't want to do what the Lord told them to do. So at the end of the day, man, this is what it is, man. Play your gender role, man. Do what you're supposed to do as a man. Do what you're supposed to do as a woman. All right. Salakia for all of the pauses in between the video and everything like that. Like I said, it's a flood that's going on around here and everything like that. And I was driving home today and it was cars actually stopped in the middle of the road because they didn't want to drive further because it was a car literally stuck in water, the water went all the way up pretty much, to the top of the car or whatever. Luckily, I had a SUV, so I was like, man, I'm just about to take a chance. I'm ready to go home. So I drove through the water, and it is what it is, man. But, it's storming out here and everything like that. So anyway, Salakia for all the pauses and all of that. But hopefully this is edifying, man. So with that, I'm going to say, call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Richaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned is true from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aqua that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Ratazah, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.